Hi, welcome to another episode of Carpool Movie Rants, because today we watched Happy Death Day. So tell us, Zach, how was your projected movie of the month?
Shit was trash.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that?
That shit was trash.
That's pretty generous, actually, because
Yeah, no,
I don't think I could even give that movie a rating.
Yeah, no,
That movie was so bad. Oh
First
my
of all,
god.
it marketed itself as a horror movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a scary movie.
Yeah,
Ah,
it did.
guess what it was? It was a fucking romantic comedy.
This was a romantic
Honestly.
comedy. They Deadpooled us. This was like the Deadpool trailer where they made it look like a Valentine's Day movie to take your girlfriend to. This is what they did. They made it look like a horror movie that a girl would take her guy to. But no,
That shit-
this is a romantic comedy.
It's like some horror movies are decent with like, in my opinion, a horror movie isn't that great if it doesn't have a certain, like, if it has a little comedy in it.
Yeah,
But
so,
this one took it way too far with
Yeah,
it.
so it made us laugh.
Yeah.
Right?
But
They-
it was like
still scary.
They
Yeah.
removed tension from the movie is
Yeah,
the problem.
exactly.
The minute,
there was no tension in this movie.
None at all.
There's nothing that was like, oh my god.
yeah, halfway through the movie, not even halfway, 25 minutes into the movie, all tension is gone.
Yeah.
It is just like
You know what?
montage.
Fuck spoiler free. We're good.
Yeah,
Let's just.
trust me.
You don't wanna
because
watch-
you don't want to watch this
You don't
movie.
want to watch this movie.
No.
After she finds out that she's dying, it's just montage after montage. She legit
It turns
looks
into
at the
like
killer and it's just like, oh, whatever, and
Yeah.
dies. And it's just like,
And
the
then she has
fuck?
like a few other like she thinks she figures out how to do it a couple times, and she's like, oh, she's wrong, and then she's wrong, and then at some point, how long was this movie?
I want to say
like
probably
an
an hour and a
hour.
half.
Yeah.
Hour and a half. How long did it feel?
Like
Oh.
2.5
Yeah.
hours.
Fuck.
On it,
Every time the
kinda
screen went to
short.
black, I was like, "Fuck! Finally, this movie's over." And then,
and then
little bell
and then
with the-
she woke back up, and you're
And
like,
she-
oh my god.
God, fucking damn it,
Yeah.
man! This movie's still on.
I'm glad it didn't end the way that guy died ended, but I'm not glad that they
Which guy
fucking
died?
carried the guy she framed to do it, or like she told him to do it. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
The guy that got out of jail.
The dude who was in the
Oh,
hospital.
Yeah. I wasn't mad that they like tried picking a different suspect, but the shit was still terrible. Like the way they like ended that whole like scene of it too, with them fighting in their fucking room. That shit was terrible.
And on top of that, it makes no sense. There's no sort of like mystical element
Yeah.
to why she's reliving this day.
She's just
There's
reliving it for no fucking
no
reason.
one's supernatural, and
Nothing.
honestly, so much of it doesn't make sense. Like,
Mm.
even with the whole like switch of the killers, like, why was this dude so hell bent on killing her? I get it, he killed other girls, and that's
Yeah.
why he was like the perfect cover up. But why her all those other times?
Yeah. No, and it didn't say like when they showed that guy being the killer, they didn't say like, oh, they kept on killing them on their birthdays.
Yeah, no, it was
They didn't
nothing
say
like that.
that.
He wasn't a birthday killer or
Yeah.
anything. So, I don't know. This movie honestly made no sense.
So you guys are ready to give it a rating already?
No, it can't be
No.
rated.
Nope.
This
Exactly.
movie,
Rated.
there's trash, and then there's this.
There's like beneath trash,
So there's,
like
like,
deep
hell?
in hell is
There's-
where
no,
this
no, no.
movie is.
No. There's like hell, and then there's like a place below.
Below hell where this movie is.
This-
It was terribly scripted. Like the main girl
It was
actor,
cheesy as
Yeah,
fuck.
the main
The main
actress,
girl
she
actor-
acted it fine.
she was fine.
She was just
She's
in
passable.
a terrible movie.
Yeah.
I came in intrigued a little bit just because it's like kind of like, oh, it's Groundhog Day, and like
Because Groundhog Day was
oh,
a good
and
movie.
and they mentioned that at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
That
gets
was
super
funny.
meta at the end.
Yeah. Like they
But-
they started talking and then fading away. I was like, I swear to God, if there's a fucking other part of this movie, I'm gonna fucking leave. Because they started fading away from the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, I thought it was gonna show somebody like in the window. And I was like, I swear to God, if this movie isn't over, I'm going to leave.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a romantic comedy, so they're not going to do that.
Fucking.
I mean, the girl gets the guy, they have a happy life.
And the girl like fucking learns from her fucking sins, whatever.
Yeah, because she starts off as like
A bitch.
a
really shitty
bitch,
person.
but afterwards,
At the end of
through
the
this
movie,
experience,
yeah.
she realizes
I'm a bitch. I need to be a nicer person.
And
Oh
really,
my
bitch,
God.
that's what it took. It took you to die like
yeah,
7 times.
fucking
to
16,
become a better
17
person?
times to fucking.
That's what it took. It took you.
And
to,
on top of that, this movie forgets what it's doing sometimes. So we've already spoiled it, but something that was actually interesting that almost brought me back into the movie is it's discovered that her body's actually falling apart
Yeah,
from
Yeah.
these
I thought that was
murders.
interesting.
Like when she would wake up and she got hit by a bat, she would feel like a fucking like she got hit by a bat.
Yeah.
But then she ends up getting like X-rays and shit,
And they're like,
and she had
bro.
like hella internal damage.
You're
And she
bro,
gets
you
up
should be
just
dead
and
right
she
now.
gets up just fucking fine.
But yeah, the next time she wakes up, fine, no headache,
and
no
no
nothing.
explanation for that at all. There's no supernatural
Just
occurrences.
that
Not like someone
can-do
put a curse-
attitude.
It's not like someone put a curse on her and she's like has to wake up and relive that day or nothing like that. It's just it's happening for no fucking reason at all. So
So this movie makes absolutely no sense. We recommend that you just save your money.
Still
watch
could.
it.
No, don't watch
Just
this.
don't even watch it. It's not worth the time. It's not even worth the red box.
no,
honestly,
for real, it really isn't. I wouldn't spend $1 to see that movie.
I
Fuck
wouldn't.
no.
I
And then
wouldn't
you- and then
even
you
waste
run
my
the
time
risk-
on Netflix.
If you get it
Nah,
on Redbox,
I wouldn't either.
No, if you get it on Redbox, you run the risk of paying $1 for it and then forgetting to
Fucking
to go
take it back. And then you end up
and then
getting
it ends
charged
up-
like fucking triple.
Yeah.
The way they laid out like the whole movie,
It could have been a good movie.
They
but it
rushed-
just fell apart like 15 minutes in.
in the trailer they showed her getting killed, but to me they rushed all those kill scenes. Like when she was getting stabbed, what was it rated PG-13?
I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
I'm guessing, but it should have been rated R because they didn't they barely showed any blood or anything, and it's supposed to be a
Yes, there was
horror
a-
movie.
There was
Every
probably
time
like a-
she died, it was cut out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was
like
cut
she
out
just,
to her
like she would just
screaming
wake
in
up
the
back in the
morning.
bed, and I was like, I guess it's a PG-13 movie, but I mean, like you gotta show something.
And I understand it. Like, obviously, it would hurt to get stabbed in the chest. I'm not discounting that. But one stab to the stomach doesn't kill you like that.
Yeah.
That's true. She got
Like,
stabbed in
we
the
should have
stomach
watched
and
this
then
bitch get carved up.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly.
Yeah, if they wanted to make this movie good, they shouldn't have made it PG-13.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
not saying
like
I'm not saying it would have made it better,
No,
but it would have made it
because
watchable.
there were just so many plot holes and just like cheesiness and just like
It
There was
seems
a lot
like
of
they
cheesiness.
made two movies. They had scenes for things, and then there was like,
let's just put these together.
yeah, whatever.
There were more laughs in the theater than screams.
Yeah,
There was
I
no
didn't,
screams.
I didn't hear one scream, and I heard like 30 laughs.
yeah.
And people were dying up. I was like, "Hey guys, this is a fucking horror movie."
Yeah, no, it's
And I looked
what
at
it's
you.
supposed
I
to
looked
be.
at both of you like 5 times. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
yeah. I was confused. At one point, I was just like playing with my cup because I was
Yeah,
so
no, I was so
bored.
done. At one
You remember
point,
that?
Yeah.
At one point, I was ready to. I like pushed my tray to the side and I was like, I'm ready to just go. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Because the movie looked like it was over. It does it a couple times.
It does it like 2-3 times to where it looks like it's over, but it isn't.
And then you just hear like the little bell toll, like what wakes her up and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Fuck."
And it feels so long, so you believe it's over too. That's the thing. Like if you had like a stopwatch going, the first time it happens, you'd be like, "Oh, we're 45 minutes in."
This shouldn't be ending.
Yeah, but no, because it's that boring. It really feels like it.
And from last week's video, I gave Blade Runner a trash, but Blade Runner was not nearly as bad as fucking this movie was.
There we go.
Not nearly as bad.
Some redemption.
Not even like fucking like 100 million miles, like fucking like terrible. Oh my god, like wasted my day. Fucking fuck.
Well, I guess what?
We're giving this movie a fucking unrateable.
Yeah, we can't.
This movie's
we can't-
unrateable.
We've tried to think about like trash maybe, but no. This
Can't
movie
do it.
was.
It-
Can't do
it's
They'll probably
worse.
they'll probably get some box office numbers, but they'll all be. I can't imagine one person being like, "Eh, it was
I'm
pretty-"
predicting it now.
pretty good
This
one
movie will have Razzie nominations in it.
Probably.
Worst movie of the year. Worst freaking concept.
Yeah, something.
everything.
The concept was cool, just the way they
that's
they ended
the
up like
concept was
thinking of
kinda
everything.
interesting. That's what
Half
made
of the
me intrigued.
concept was cool.
Yeah,
The
but
other
once-
half was a romantic comedy.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm saying when you saw what you saw from the trailers was like, oh, this could be kind of cool. But then like 20 minutes into the movie, you're like, oh, fuck, I actually bought this ticket. Yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
movie is unrateable. Like we tried thinking of shit worse than trash, and we could not. It's just unrateable. It's bad. Don't
Yeah.
watch it. It's
So don't
don't
watch this movie.
I'm really upset right now.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and catch us next week. It's going to be a little bit different. So we're going to be reviewing all of the Marvel movies that have Thor in it in honor of Thor Ragnarok dropping in November. So it'll be a little different, but go ahead and catch those on our channel next week.
Nope.